Last where we left off with the Meddlers of Mischief, you guys made your way out of the cursed city, the cursed capital of Herman. You made and you were told to go south to find a supposed hidden wizard's treasure vault where another piece of this mysterious play that you've been tasked to locate. You regained some supplies, and on your journey you were attacked by the thing that chased you out of Hermon last time, a unspeakable horror, but gazing upon it from the first time caused you all to go somewhat mad, and you're each in your own way. But you all quickly dispatched it and regained your sanity. Sonia, you are still, I believe you are still crying for your dad, for your parents in the darkness because Caradron cast a darkness spell. But you all are able to regain your composure and carry on. So, what would you like to do?
Well, now that that's over with and that thing's gone, I'll recall Excalibur so we can get going.
Sounds good. Stig will have already collected his trophy.
Right, and you what was that? It was a piece of his bone, like his blade, right?
Yeah, the bone blade. I have it marked bone blade from an unspeakable horror. And I guess we'll just pack up and head out.
Okay. Continuing south, you guys, you guys are the undead. The shades are getting more and more active during the night. Though say you know that they are for the most part relatively harmless, but you believe, seeing how active they are, they could pose trouble if agitated. But
Careful, guys. Those things aren't much, but they may pose a threat if agitated.
Is there anything in particular that would agitate them other than us just sneaking by?
I think as long as we set up camp well before darkness falls, we should be all right. Though I believe things have started to act. Their patterns are starting. Seems like they're starting to change. Would that assumption be correct, DM?
yes, things have been. You believe after what happened in the city and the dragon that used to live here, things are being set in motion that may or may not cause problems. But it's nothing to worry about.
Just maintain your usual alertness.
You don't think these things are actually not just wild, but actually serving something, do you?
I'm. I mean, that's not my realm of expertise, he says, looking at Caradwin.
Sorry, repeat the question?
Gallenford was just wondering if these creatures were perhaps under the control of some evil entity. Thoughts?
I mean, it's always possible. Not the best answer, I know, but I mean, it's quite a distance, and the maintaining the creature here would take a lot. So it's possible with a larger ritual, more powerful magic than what you can do out of a single spell book. But it's possible.
Do we know why Hermon has been cursed? Is there like a legend? DM?
Give me a history check. See if you can recall any historical facts about Hermon.
I'm curious about that as well, especially since Caradwin looked up books about this.
You would both would have heard about that a powerful sorceress teamed up with seems you blah. A powerful sorceress has believed to you have teamed up with a dark entity, an old woman, for power, and in doing so was able to overthrow the kingdom and spread the darkness throughout the land.
Do I know
What's her
anything
name?
more than that with the 29?
Oh, I didn't see your 28. You believe, Caradwin, with your 29, that Bog, the hag, was that old crone that gave the sorceress power to take over and usurp the throne of Hermon.
That's terrifying. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the legends. I'm realizing now, after my research and the returning here and conversing about it, you remember the hag we found?
And pissed off.
And
The one we stole from?
I remember her.
Yeah, I mean, she's the one who sent that unspeakable war after us.
Yeah, she may also have been a leading cause of this. And I just kind of motion around.
Isn't she also the one responsible for the dragon that they are fighting off in the distance?
I
Likely.
don't think that.
With your 29, you would believe with destroying the dragon, the hag teamed up with the dragon. The dragon created the swampy portion of the land that you entered.
Yeah, it's real bad news there for you, Stig. They are absolutely working together.
Great.
You know, we're just meddling in forces far beyond our mortal knowledge and abilities. Just another day, right?
Yeah, that's not unexpected. Just gonna bar for the course.
Well, Sonya, our dragon friend, I just realized you never actually met her. She is fighting the other corrupted dragon with tools we handed over. And the entity that I've been speaking with told us to steal from Bog, but not to kill her. Then, I don't know about now.
Isn't she the one that's keeping us here?
I think we're not trapped anymore.
You're not?
No, we can leave. The issue is that we now apparently have a work to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
A page similar to the one we stole from Bog is present in the direction we're heading.
So, you continue on your way as you're having this conversation.
Did we? We don't even. We know it's down this way, and that's the only direction we have, isn't it?
Yes. You were told to go south.
Towards the peninsula.
He said he was going to give us more info once we got closer,
He
and
was
that
he was gonna do some research and try to give you more info, but all he knows is that it's in the South Peninsula.
Caradwin, do you happen to have any locate abilities since we've been in contact with these type of pages?
No. I do not have the ability to locate objects. But
Why did
No,
I never
that's not
think to
gonna
learn such a thing?
I was hoping eventually we'd just not have to keep finding pages, so I didn't care to learn it.
Oh, I'm
But I
sorry.
suppose
I was saying, why didn't I?
I know, but I can. All it would cost me is a couple hundred gold, and I could learn it. I've just been lazy and spiteful.
Money was the only problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stig is just thinking it's like we could pave our fortress in gold if we want a very big exaggeration, but not by much. For all the trouble we get into, we do seem to get handsomely rewarded.
Oh, definitely. And I hope that remains true for whatever the fuck we're gonna find over here.
Yes, let's just stay very cautious.
Stig will just look around, make sure nothing else is tracking us.
Alright, give me a perception check. Everything seems to be good. You don't see any other tracks. You don't hear any noises other than your own as you trek your way through the snow.
The scary faces on the trees aren't moving, which is normal.
Yep.
That howling that sounds like screaming is just the wind. That's normal.
So another day goes by, and you guys begin to set up your camp. Caradwin, you pop up your bubble, and you guys begin to settle in early for the evening.
I dismiss Excalibur during the nights.
I'll head over to Mason. I'll pull out the bone blade and it's like, I know your specialty is armor, but you think you could see what you could do with this, possibly?
I can definitely attempt at something. What are you looking for? Sword, axe, spear?
He holds out his glaive. He's like, well, this is the one I've been trained on specifically. The reach helps.
I can see what I can do about it.
Mason, you reach out with your is Mason left-handed or right-handed?
He's right-handed.
Okay. So you reach out with your normal hand and you kind of grab it, taking it over, but knowing that to make this into a proper weapon, you'll need your workshop. But you feel your cursed side of you begin to almost react to this unnatural bone.
I'll hand it back then, and after taking a look at it, I'm gonna need. I'd have to use the special tools I have back at my forge to work on this to make it any better than that one you're using.
Oh, that's fine, as long as you can work on it. I'm curious if there's any properties that you might be able to tease out when you get the time.
Until then, you can. It's giving me the creeps. Anything from here gives me the creeps. Not except you, of course.
Well, I'm not from here, technically.
Oh, that would explain it then. Carradine must be from here. She kind of gives me the creeps.
I'm from much further north.
Maybe it's one of those things where if you go north enough, it's like you're gone south.
It makes it sound like the world is round.
I know, right? Stupid.
I wonder if there are any descendants left from this land.
Is Stig a flat earther?
I don't know.
Mason's a flat earther.
Oh god. Alright.
Stig always thought the world was square.
Actually, Mason's not a flat earther. He's a bowl earther. Of course, the world is a bowl. How do you think the water stays in?
No, he's got a point.
It's round on the bottom and then flat on top, like a bowl.
But if it's this is going to be the conversation. But if it's round on the bottom, how do we stay upright? Wouldn't we tip over? I mean, just the very fact of us heading south. If we go too far south, we might tip the world.
If you had enough people go south, you'd tip the world. But like a bowl, you sit a bowl on a table. So I guess it's not completely round. It's got a flat bottom, but it's sort of roundish.
While they're having that conversation, what does everybody else like to do for the evening?
I suppose it could be a box, but I've never seen any. I've never seen any corners.
I thought that were the mountains.
Galliford's actually going to try something, see if he can locate the exact location of this object. It's been a while because we were being trapped, but I'm going to try to reach out to the director, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he referred to you as the director.
So I will start meditating and see if I can reach out.
Alright, you begin to pray. Carradine, Sonia, Coslin.
Coslin's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm still thinking.
I was just gonna say Coslin's just sitting still, just checking his arrows and gear.
If Goslin needs something to do, maybe he could go scouting, maybe pick up some dinner. I think Mason did it yesterday.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's
And he'll just walk up a tree and start scouting with the bow.
All right, give me a survival check.
Do you think Kaslin's from here?
He does give off the creep vibe.
Unfortunately, Kazan does not find any suitable resources for dinner. Any fresh resources.
My apologies.
Everything I caught had no blood.
Caradwin, Sonia.
I think Peridwin's just going to be kind of studying through a spell book and trying to figure out a good combination of spellcraft to have for this
Also,
journey.
oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, since we're coming up with so many complicated things, she's like reviewing what she has to be more efficient.
Also, as a reminder, you did find a puzzle box.
Oh, I did find that puzzle box. Yeah, or somebody did. Yeah, I'll roll a check on that.
Okay, give me a straight intelligence check.
All right, and away we go.
All right, you are able to solve another side of the puzzle, and it's getting again. The more sides you have, you are solving, it's getting tougher and tougher. So you have 3 successes.
Awesome. Out of 4?
No. This is a 12-sided puzzle box. Sonia, anything you wish to do for the evening?
I think for now she's just gonna stay close to a campsite. Just kind of have a moment to like meditate a bit. Trying to shake off what happened earlier in the day, the other day. Make sure her drift globe is still working.
Okay. As you are kind of getting comfortable and the night is settling, it's not snowing. It did not snow today, but it's still cold and whatnot. You all huddle in for the night. I'm assuming Kazan's keeping first watch because he hardly ever sleeps.
Yeah.
As you are all resting, Koslan hears the crunching of snow, heavy footsteps approaching. Seems to be getting louder, approaching you.
Just gonna try to pinpoint the exact location of where it's coming from.
Is he in the dome?
Yeah.
It is coming from where you guys have came from. It's basically following your tracks.
Caslin now understands that we're protected in this dome, so he's gonna stay silent, but watch and keep his bow ready.
As this entity gets closer, everybody immediately wakes up as you all feel this sense of death and dread fill you up. And as this creature is getting closer, it's a very large, a huge creature, just as big as the dragon you fought up on those castle ruins up in the mountains. It has 4 feet, 4 hooves, and it's very centaur-like. Its skin is dark, pitch black. 2 massive horns protrude from its horse skull-like face. Its long, lanky arms hang from its side, clawed at the end. Its long fingered nails, and it approaches your dome. Do not.
Gallifrey will eventually start grabbing his gear as he's looking around. Anybody recognize this thing?
Do not.
Are we all awake?
Yeah, you can feel the dread and death emanating from this creature.
Mm.
It woke you up. How powerful it is. It's very similar to the giant creature you fought outside the well that Beauregard was eaten.
Yeah, I know it's Beauregard. I know it's him.
Do not be
Does you say you know it's Beauregard?
My friends. Mother, why don't you lower the dome so we can talk more peacefully?
I gotta insight check my son here.
Give me an insight check.
I assume we've short rested before this?
Yes. Yes. Despite the dread and death emanating from Beauregard, he speaks calmly and non-threateningly. It seems like he's not here to fight or cause any confrontation. Well, wait, what's going on?
Stig's healing from his short rest.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, this is the next day, so you would have taken a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, it's fully the next day?
Yes, this is nighttime. You guys are again it's nighttime.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. I mean, if he seems chill, you're not gonna eat anybody, right?
No, I do not plan on eating you.
I'm gonna rephrase that one more time. You don't plan on eating anybody, right?
None that are present.
All right, I'll drop the dome.
Is Buck? I don't think Bucky was with you guys. I think Bucky's back at the fort.
Bucky's somewhere.
He's at the fort
with the bears. So you now again gaze as Beauregard. He is now a centaur-like creature, oozing undead and dead. That the bronze dwarven helmet still fused with his skull, making his eyes grow even more menacing.
Well, I like the new outfit.
I must thank all of you for allowing me and giving me a chance to become what I have now evolved into.
And what have you evolved into?
One that will cleanse this land. And when he speaks, of course, his mouth is closed. It's just.
Awesome. Does that mean you're going to help us fight whatever it is we have to fight here?
There's nothing for you to fight.
I can name one thing.
Oh.
Alright, Beauregard, I know you and Stig have beef. Mainly him with you. Please don't eat him yet.
Oh,
Don't worry, Caradwin. He doesn't look very tasty.
Oh dear Stig, I have evolved beyond our petty differences.
I love Beauregard so much.
Question.
I hate Beauregard so much.
Two questions. Do we call you Beauregard, or did you have another name? And the second question is, are you intending to take over from the hag?
She will be dealt with once I acquire more power. I still have more growing, more evolving to do. There's an entity back in this city that I wish to consume.
Ooh, can I know who?
You unleashed it, Caradwin.
You'll have to be more specific.
It has already evolved into its next form, the worm.
Oh, thank God. Beauregard, I can't say this enough. You are the best.
Caradwin, I think you feel Stig's eyes just boring into the back of your head.
If anybody's gonna clean up my mess, it's only fair that it is my, as he called me mother, my son. I'm very sorry that my sins weigh heavy upon you, Beauregard. But also, you're welcome for releasing the worm?
He will be consumed, and I will once again evolve. Soon, I will be a god.
Okay, when you become a god, can I ask for a favor?
This is also why I have seeked you out.
Oh.
I offer you power. I offer you to be for a chance, Mother, to become my consort when I evolve into godhood.
I'm not really, see, the word consort's a little concerning. Not really an Oedipus Rex fan here.
I will be able to protect you, give you power, and help deal with your infernal contract.
That's what I'm looking for. That would be fantastic.
Wait, what? Infernal contract?
I think we've been over this before. Yeah, sold my soul to a devil. I think we've talked about this, right?
If we haven't, it's not surprising. And I'm not saying it's not surprising we haven't talked about it. It's not surprising you haven't talked about it, nor that you have actually done that.
I thought it was just a shadow thing.
Say that again?
I thought it was just that shadow creature, not a bona fide devil.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe we haven't talked about it. It's a long story. I was a kid. It's not my fault. It did kind of settle my personality into what it is until now. But, recklessness is what it is, I suppose. We can talk about that later. But yes, Bonogar, I would truly, of everything you've said, would love it if you could help me kill that fucking bastard.
Then take my hand and then offer, and accept my offer.
Can we just not say consort? That word makes me feel a little weird.
I'm going a bit of Game of Thrones on this. Or, not Game of Thrones, Elden Ring.
That's, I guess, fair.
Dude, everybody's fucking everybody in Elden Ring.
They really are. It's very weird. But it was also partially written by the guy who did Game of Thrones, so it's very understandable where that all came from. Is there any immediate change that's going to happen if I take your hand now?
When you gain power, I gain power.
Oh, so not for me.
In player terms, when you level up, you have to you have to take your next level into Warlock.
Oh, I see. Here's the thing. I don't have the charisma for that.
Well, the DM's saying you don't. The DM's saying you don't need the charisma stat.
Oh, I'm gonna take Warlock. I like all my shit now.
I don't want to. I don't want to be your minion.
You'd be forced to take a level in the Warlock with the Undead Patron.
Also sounds really cool. Bono, you're gonna have. Can I? Does it have to be a right now? Yes or no? You really put me in a weird spot, Beauregard.
Time is of the essence. I need an answer, for I must go consume and grow.
It really fucks up a lot of things that I was planning on.
You don't have to take the deal.
I don't, but I kind of really want to. I won't be able to do any of the game wise. I don't have the stat spread for that, and that's my only holdout. But story wise, it sounds so fun. Fuck it, I'll take.
What would Kara do in this situation?
She doesn't want that fucking contract weighing over her, and this doesn't sound like a contract. This sounds like a free pass. In her eyes, this sounds like a free pass.
I just love the idea where Caradwin's like, I don't want this contract, so I'm going to make this contract to know that contract, and everything will be fine.
I mean, it's what Constantine did, right? He formed a bunch of contracts with a bunch of things, so his soul can never go anywhere.
I'm going to take out a loan to pay off my other loans.
Yeah,
but it definitely feels like a way Caradwin would think.
No, it absolutely. That's why she was going to sign up for the Archfey Pact instead of before Mason did it, because she was like, "Fuck it, what is this lady going to do that the devil hasn't already done?" So yeah, she's
technically better than a devil, right?
Well, I'll take the deal.
All right, you reach out and take his hand, and he holds it he's gently in your hand and caressing it. And dark power flows through you, from him into you. Your ability scores go up to match what you need to take your next level in the Warlock.
So I go from a 12 to a 13 charisma.
And,
Rad.
And that's the start. And so when you level up, you will have to take a level into Warlock.
That's okay. The Undead Warlock has some good level 1 stuff. Alright, well this was fun, Beauregard.
I will come.
At least now you'll get spell slots that are short lived.
That's true. That is true. There are some benefits to this. Alright, well.
Caradwin,
Yes?
I need a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. I'm not proficient in that yet. Rad.
You see Caradwin's face begin to... And Caradwin, you feel it immediately. Have you ever played The Witcher 3? The Heart of Stone DLC, your face gets marked. And you scream in agony and pain, but it does not take control of you. But you have infernal markings on your face.
Alright, was this you or was it that asshole devil that has my soul? I really have to know.
This was not my doing.
Oh, he was trying to stop me from this. Fuck that guy.
Hang on, Carrot, when it says something, it says, breach of contract under Article 5. Hang on.
So, you are infernally marked on your face. I must go.
Actually, I think you're reading it backwards. I think it actually says property of devil so and so.
If found, please return to Saber. I can't pronounce that.
I will return to your aid when we must get rid of our nuisance.
Wonderful.
Be well, dear wife. And he turns around and begins...
Can you just say consort instead? That sounds way better than wife. I actually really prefer consort now.
Do you say that to him?
Absolutely, I do.
All right. He continues walking away, but you feel like, okay, he got the message. But he's heading back towards the city to do his battle with the worm that has evolved into another that deep below the city to consume and grow into this god of undeath.
Oh yeah, I'm becoming the Pokemon master.
Yeah, can we just all agree not to give Caradwin any other creatures?
Stig will just go up.
My dragon egg to hatch.
Stig will walk up and he's like, "We're gonna have a talk when we get back.
We're absolutely not going to have a talk.
We are going to have a talk."
He's still here. I can have him turn around.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
I
don't tempt me.
think you work for him, not the other way around. Just saying.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, next time you meet, he's gonna be riding you. Walks off.
Jesus Christ.
Did he answer the question about his new name?
He did not give you an answer. He was focused on Caradwin and her answer.
I'm gonna pass sending and just ask him, can I still call you Beauregard, or do you have a different name?
Does he get a response?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sending spell. I'm sending a 3rd level spell.
Careful, Kerdwin. He might send you something like, "You can call me whatever you like."
You get a response, Beauregard. I have not ascended to my godhood name.
You know that name. It's like I don't like that name now that Kerdwin's going to be his wife.
Carolyn, this kind of makes me wonder. When we found those bones, do you think Beauregard might have been something before and maybe just lost power and is trying to regain it?
No, I think we've found a very mundane thing and let it consume a lot of power.
Yeah, Kerdwin, when you first found it, did you look at it and said, "Yeah, that's my husband"?
No.
Yeah, I'll marry that.
No, I don't like that part. All right, and I made that very clear.
Does this make Caradwin a groomer? She groomed her child?
No, Jesus Christ.
Did you just marry your son?
She's
This is why I
really.
didn't want to. I'm moving on from this conversation.
She's really
I'm
into
not letting any of you
necrophilia.
in the dome. I'm not letting any of you in the dome. You can all sleep out here.
Yeah, she's really into necrophilia and bestiality
No.
all at the same time.
No.
This is wrong on so many levels, and
I actually agree with you, Stig. It's really not great. I really don't like any of this. I just don't want to be in a contract with the devil.
so you thought that was better.
Yes, unfortunately.
So yeah, you are still technically in contract with your devil, but there is now punishments because you accepted another deal.
My tree doesn't seem so bad now.
Stig will get a guffaw.
So, you all huddle down for the rest of the evening as you had a unexpected guest, Beauregard, evolved even more, and he is consuming his way into godhood. At least he believes he is.
Would now be
By
the
the
time to
way-
say I told you, Caradwood.
You're outside of the dome. I can't hear you.
Was I forced outside the dome?
Anybody who talks about what just happened is not going to be allowed in.
I didn't.
Perfect. Welcome in.
I think Sonia and Coslin kept quiet.
Yeah, Sonia's cool. Goslin,
Stig will start piling snow on the dome, so when it drops, it just drops a bunch of snow on everybody.
I like that idea. I'm going to help you with that.
Galliford, you have not heard a peep from the director.
Well, darn. I was hoping maybe he'd give us a little bit more direction.
But morning comes, the dome drops, and the snow falls on you all that's underneath it. Caradwin, your face was burning through the night. You know, it kind of, it's that irritation burn, like a sunburn that just won't stop throbbing.
With it being morning, I'll resummon Excalibur and do my daily aid.
Okay. And Sig, with you being very aware and perceptive, especially with an undead creature such as Beauregard approaching you notice throughout the conversation the lesser undead would not approach Beauregard out of fear.
Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I've already put Beauregard on my hit list.
As you walk through the day, you eventually approach the river, and you see that certain sections you can hear the water rushing underneath, but it is frozen on the top.
Well, we can.
Not sure.
Is it thick enough to walk across?
That's what I was thinking.
You could try.
Must be pretty cold if the river froze. Stig will, he'll volunteer to go.
Okay.
He'll, go out, tapping in front of him with his glaive.
You begin to head out, and you can hear the river still rushing underneath. And give me an acrobatics check.
All right, here we go.
You begin to you're as you're going across, you're being careful, but you begin to slip and slide, kind of like you're trying. What was it that you're slipping in place, arms flailing and whatnot, and you finally get yourself stop moving, and you feel a crack underneath your foot that you have your weight on.
How far out is Stick?
It's about 30 feet.
How far is it to get off the river?
70 at where you guys are at.
How light is this cart if we're not in it?
Oh, I forgot you guys had the cart.
Yeah, that's what we're drinking.
It's a.
Stig, are you okay out there? I think I heard a crack.
Yeah, I don't think this is as thick as we had hoped.
So come on back. Don't want you falling in.
Stig will make his way back.
Give me another acrobatics check.
I will use my point of inspiration on this. Haha, 12.
Again, you begin to, as you're getting closer, you begin to slip and slide, and you feel another crack, deeper this time underneath your foot. But you eventually make it across.
Okay.
No, not across. You make it back. Because you're heading back.
I think maybe Excalibur can get the cart across if we're not in it, and then maybe ferry us over.
See if Excalibur can lift the cart.
Did the
How far are
cart
we
have a lot
moving
of
this
stuff
cart?
in it?
How far are we trying to move it?
I believe
70 feet.
70 feet.
I can cast telekinesis if I need to.
Oh, well, if you do that, Excalibur can get the rest of us across in groups.
Yeah. So I'll be in the cart and use telekinesis to move us over.
You're casting a spell.
Yeah.
I need a intelligence check in order to cast the spell.
All right. Oh, didn't mean to double click, but a 24.
The rune, the infernal marking on your face begins to flare as you begin to try to cast a spell, but you're able to remember the spell and cast through it. So your spell succeeds.
All right. Well, I'll telekinesis the cart and myself over to the other side of the river.
All right.
And Galliford will mount Excalibur, and how many can he carry?
At least 2 at a time.
Should be able to get 2 of us and then pick someone up also with its claws. So 2 trips. It'll do 2 trips and get us across.
Okay. So you guys successfully get across the frozen river. You get about to here, and then it is now nighttime. Any evening activities you wish to do?
Galliford's still gonna try and reach out to the director, and I'll probably suggest that Carrot see if Professor Beers has any info yet.
Stig will look to see if there's anything obvious. Like, is there another city or a tower or a big clearing?
Okay.
Another giant tree?
All right. So Stig, you begin to climb a tree to see if you can see anything above the branches.
Yes, he will. I will switch to my climb power.
Make sure nothing's following us. We've been followed twice already.
Stig, give me a perception check. Yeah. So off in the distance, about another day's travel, you see what seems to be a tall building reaching out of the forest, barely above the tree line. It looks like some sort of clock tower.
Just all on its own.
That's all you can see. Where it is. About right there. Galliford, you are praying again to the director, trying to get some information. He's been leaving you. He's been very quiet. But you are still not getting a response. Mason, what are you doing?
Um, nothing much. Just getting ready for the night.
Okay. Caradron?
Look at that puzzle box again.
All right, give me another intelligence check. You are unable to solve another puzzle. In fact, you reset one of the previous puzzles. So you're down to 2 successes. Sonia, is there anything you wish to do for the evening?
She's probably just gonna everybody seems to be kind of in their own thing, but I guess if Caradwin's not busy, at least ask how she's doing, because a lot of things have been happening, and that can kind of take a toll on people mentally. Even though she did agree willingly, it is just kind of weird. I don't know if she's willing to talk about it, because she kind of wants to know about the story, about how she ended up in the contract in the first place with the devil. If she's willing to answer. If not, then she's not going to push too much.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, I have no problem talking about it. Simply put, I entered a contract to get some knowledge, and I was a kid, so I really knew what I was doing there. Devil really pulled a fast one on a fucking 10-year-old. Didn't go anywhere near what I expected, and I didn't get really what I wanted out of it either, but, it's not what was in there, not what was in the contract. That was fulfilled. I don't know what else I can really say about it. No, everything, it all kind of fucking sucks right now. I'm just trying to I'm trying not to... I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to survive.
And that's what everybody's really kind of trying to do, but why do you need so much knowledge? Why do you feel the need to go through so many lengths to find out what exactly it is that you're trying to accomplish? Do you just want to be more knowledgeable? Do you
Are you asking
just
about the
want to
first
know
time I
more?
reached out, or are you asking about currently?
I guess before, because there must be a reason why you decided at such a young age that you wanted more knowledge when you really didn't know what you were doing back then to begin with.
Part of
You
me
want to get
really
away
wants to give a... Yeah, let's talk somewhere else. I don't want to talk to these people that mostly hate me.
Okay.
It's fair. I deserve probably all of it. Don't tell Stig I said that.
Okay, my lips are sealed.
Initially, this all kind of started because I thought magic is so great, you could easily bring people back to life who had died. And that was the goal. Didn't happen. Of course, 6-year-old doesn't have that power. And after that, it was to get enough knowledge and power to screw over the asshole that put me in this situation to begin with. And then I stumbled into a magic horse that can potentially become a god, so that seemed like an easy ticket out of that. So that's kind of the short version of the story.
Was it a loved one that passed that you were trying to bring back, or was it just a friend?
It was my brother. He drowned in a river.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those wounds never really close.
No, they don't. And I've never really been much for therapy, so as you can tell, I handle it with grace every day.
Hmm.
And don't make any bad decisions that could have massive ramifications for the entirety of the world. You know, the healthy way that people deal with things.
Oh. I didn't deal with my family's death healthily when it happened either. If anything, I pushed everybody away to the point where I don't know if they even knew who I was anymore.
Wow, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Same boat. What happened to your family, if I can ask?
There was this dark creature that managed to get through our defenses and basically massacred about a good majority of the people living there, including my youngest sister and my father. It was pitch black. I couldn't even see what it looked like, but I knew that the way it left the remains of my family, that it was something that I have never seen in my life. Some creature that I don't even know if it was of this world. And for a while I thought maybe it was something I couldn't do anything about until recently I was told that by my god that there might be a way to find this creature, and perhaps maybe then I can get some closure.
Well, I mean, we've seen a lot of pretty dangerous creatures. I think chances of us running into that at some point is pretty high. I'm sorry to hear about your family as well.
Sometimes I blame myself. I should have taken better care of my sister. She was under my care when it happened, but she took off and I couldn't find her, and it was just so dark. And I couldn't bring myself to come out of hiding to come look for her.
Speaking from the perspective of somebody who did find their sibling and go after them, I don't think there's a good option in these situations, because if you hide, you regret it. If you try to save them and you fail, that sticks with you too. So, unfortunately, I don't think there's a good option either way.
Well,
I'm not great at answering these sorts of things, I'm realizing. Probably I'm not the best person to talk to about this, so I do hope I'm not making it worse.
It's okay. I mean, you can't exactly fix a broken clock with I don't know the saying, but it's hard. Talking to people's hard.
It is.
About these
Books
things.
are much easier.
Yeah, I like fighting it. I like fighting things. I don't have to think as much.
Sorry.
Bless you.
That's you. Are you alright?
Yeah, that's normal. Jeremy can contest that I could sneeze a lot more.
That's why I waited.
I used to get really bad bloody noses after I'm in high school.
Well, Sonia, if there's anything I think, I think there's a lot that is and has for a while now.
Oh, fuck me.
I think there is a lot that has been on the decline in this world that most people are blissfully unaware of. And I think we're people who got the short end of the stick and were there when the cracks started forming and are now here when it's falling apart. So I don't think there's a good answer for, at least for me. I already made one deal and made a crack bigger. At this point, if it's all going to fall apart, I may as well try to find some way out of it. And I'm taking whatever path is open to me. But I think
just hope that you don't lose yourself.
Well, I think that's already happened. At this point, I mean, hell, I've been looking for death to take me at any point. Kind of running straight for it. And I am still not dead. So, another thing I have been fantastically bad at doing.
That just means that you have a better and greater purpose to come. And maybe, despite there being these cracks, we might be able to patch them back up eventually. As precariously as we can, anyways.
It's a really bad state where I'm anywhere near fixing the cracks in the world.
As long as you know that you still have friends here that are, despite some of them maybe not approving of your coping mechanisms, are here to look out for you.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I do.
And then she's just gonna put a hand on Erdwin's shoulder and just cast what is it? A bless.
Okay.
And then she's like, just take care of yourself a little better. I know it's hard, but you're around.
Well, you know the saying goes, there's no rest for the wicked.
I don't think you're wicked. I just feel like you said, the world has not been kind. And sometimes we may not make the best choices, but at least we're still alive.
Wood will kind of just nod silently to that one.
So, Sonia and Caradwin, you make your way back to the camp where Stig is climbing down from his tree. Galliford, he is getting up from his meditation. Mason's just kind of setting up camp, getting ready for the dome.
Everything okay, you two?
We're fine. Thanks for asking, though.
What's the late night exorcism?
Wait, what?
Hmm?
I know what that means. We've been traveling long enough, I know you cared one. Gallifrey will kind of just smile and go sit, taking that as Karen doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay. Night comes. The specters and everything, and the undead spirits that haunt the forest are active, but you're all safe underneath the dome. Morning comes, and you begin your trek onward to the south, looking for whatever you need to look for. It takes you all day, but eventually, as night begins to fall again, you all approach what seems to be some structures. They are not light up and glowing. You see wooden structures. It seems to be some sort of abandoned village. Desecrated and decrepit. And Stig, you see now that the clock tower you saw from a distance, up close.
Ominous, but also promising.
Well, do we want to try and assault this at night or wait till morning?
Morning.
I agree. Guess we should maybe pick one of these houses and board up there. How tall
I don't
is
suppose
this
there's a-
clock tower?
It's about 3 stories. It's as tall as the trees. A little taller than the trees, so about maybe 3 to 4 stories. Mason, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if there's a sign that declares the town name or anything like that.
Give me a perception check. Cat? Walking down the main pathway that this village has, you come upon a very large tree in the center of town. Brushing away some overgrown vines and some snow, you find a word. whispered to you.
Barovia.
Nope.
Croto? No. Croton?
Crotoa?
It did.
Crotoa. Crowatone.
But that's what you find. Other than that, you don't see a name or a village sign.
So that's just a word he finds somewhere.
He's carved into a tree in the center of town.
Okay, we'll pick a house and we'll start boarding it up and securing it for the night.
Since we had a ghost in the last one, we were boarded up, and Gallenford's just kind of checking for any, like if there's a hidden basement or anything again.
Okay. Easily enough, these houses don't have basements. Again, it's a small village, but for some reason there's a clock tower. But you don't. They're very one, and some of them have two-story houses. But there's obviously no basement though.
Okay. Probably simple to use a one-story building where we don't have to check too much. Can easily see if something's coming from the entrance or not.
Yeah, just pick the nearest house.
Okay. You all settle in and get ready for the night. Who's taking first watch?
Stig will take first watch tonight.
Okay. Stay, give me a perception check. You're being in a very new and unfamiliar area, especially after what happened in the city and this village being here. You're kind of battle ready. You're just kind of marching in pace, sharpening your glaive. Who's taking next watch?
I can
Nathan will take next watch.
Oh, okay, never mind.
All right. Sid, you wake up Mason. Mason, you're on watch. Give me a perception check. The wind is howling, the boards are creaking, but nothing seems to be out of the ordinary during your watch. Who's taking third? Oh, I should have asked. Does anybody want to do late nighttime evenings before you went to bed?
The only thing Gallifrey was going to attempt to do instead of reaching out to the director since he's had no luck is see if he can tap into his sword and see if he can figure out how his brother used to do certain tricks with it.
Okay. So you're kind of doing some drills and some mock fencing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Evening activity. I'm gonna try my hand at to fix the puzzle box from what I messed up last time.
Okay. Intelligence check. All right, you are back. You resolve the puzzle that that unsolved stuff. So you're back up to 3 successes. Stig, Mason.
Stig would just like to make sure that all the entrances are secured.
Yeah, we just boarded up the house.
Okay. Koslin. You're in a decrepit village. Is there any evening activities you wish to do before you guys go to bed? Yes. Okay. So, Galliford, you wake up for your third shift. Give me a perception check.
Will do.
As you're kind of sitting there with Koslin a bit, you notice that you don't hear or see any undead outside. It's just still quiet.
Oh, that can be very unsettling. That means there's either a big bad scaring them off or controlling them, or maybe this place is lucky and warded. I'm gonna... If there's like a little sliver that I can peek out, I'm just gonna peek out and see if I notice anything else unusual.
You look outside. Other than there are no signs of undead specters, nothing. It's just a cold winter night.
Gallenford will kind of sit half relaxed as he just starts humming.
Eventually, morning does come, and the gray sky awakens everybody.
Morning, all. Something I noticed last night. I don't know if Mason or Stig, if you kind of picked up on this. Last night, and on most nights, we normally see a lot of activity outside the dome or wherever we're sheltered since we left that one city. There was absolutely none here. Last time it was that quiet was when Beauregard was around scaring them away. Not sure if
I
there's
think
any
he's
thoughts to that, but just an observation.
Well, I haven't noticed it until you said something.
Didn't happen to anyone find out the name of this village, did they? Maybe it's in one of the history books. Well, if not, I guess on our way to this tower, maybe the name will pop up somewhere.
All right, you guys begin to one by one file out of the house and begin to make your way towards the clock tower. There, we're going to take our quick break. Excuse me. All right, with everybody back, you all spill out into the village courtyard, and what do you do?
Gallenford's got to keep an eye out for any signs as we're slowly approaching the clock tower, but I'll let one of the others lead.
Mason's just gonna start searching houses. We're looking for a piece of paper. Could be anywhere.
Okay, Mason, you start going house to house searching.
Guess I did kind of automatically assume it would be in the clock tower. Hey, Caradwin, did you happen to hear back from the professor?
Oh, I actually never ended up sending anything to him. Was there something you wanted me to ask him?
Just if he had any more input on where exactly the page is here. To narrow it down.
Yeah, I can try to send him another message. Um, First things first. While we're here, I am gonna cast or try to cast Mage Armor.
I need an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, a saving throw or a check?
It should have been
I'll do a saving.
it should have been a saving throw. So I need a saving throw. Okay, you're able to persevere through the burning and cast mage armor on you.
Perfect. And then I will try to cast a sending spell.
Another saving throw.
I would just like to remind Caradwin that you can just put messages in the bag, I think.
Yeah, but
This is funner.
yeah. I want to see what happens when I fail.
Um, you take 11 points of fire damage as the Eldritch ruins burn into your skin. The spell slot is consumed and the spell fails.
Mm. Gallenford, I think you should put a message in the bag. That hurts like hell, frankly.
I will do that.
Okay, Galford, you pull out some parchment and quill and write a note and put it in the bag. What is everybody else doing?
Mason's still searching houses.
Right? And Kazan's up on the rooftops. Uh, Stig and Sonia?
I mean, if Gallenford is with Caradwin just doing stuff, Stig will team up with Mason and be searching houses.
Okay.
Sonya's just gonna be, I guess, surveying, like, the little village. Just kind of trying to think about what the life here could have been like before.
Okay. You begin to imagine what before the curse fell upon this land. Perhaps this was a happy village at one point with children playing and whatnot. Stig and Mason searching each and every house. It doesn't take long. There's not very many houses or very many buildings left standing. Obvious no signs of any paper or ancient page of a play.
Wait, say that one more time?
They don't find anything.
Did we also search the clock tower?
You haven't specified the clock tower.
Okay, let's go to the clock tower.
Okay, these other generic houses. Let's search the big house, and then We'll start with the biggest thing, the clock tower, and work our way down.
All right. Stig and Mason enter. You find the entrance and enter the clock tower. Cadlin is outside. Anybody joining them?
Gallenford will follow and kind of wave the others as well.
All right. The rickety stairs leading all the way up creak underneath your weight as you ascend. But you do eventually get to the top, and you are faced with 4 clocks that seem to be on each side of the square building. Give me everybody that's in their perception checks.
In the clock tower?
Yes. Galliford, Mason, you guys are just kind of looking around. You're not really seeing anything. Sonia, you do notice something. You don't see any mechanical parts to move the clock hands on the outside. Stig, you notice this as well. And you notice that each of the faces have different times on them.
That's odd.
What's odd?
The clock faces aren't telling the same time.
Well, we must be on the verge of 2 time zones.
Directly in the center of the clock tower?
It would make sense to put a clock tower right there where the time changes, I guess.
Sundials are more accurate, I believe.
Is any of the clocks showing what we would consider the correct time?
No. All 4 faces are showing a different time.
And none of them is the correct time.
Correct.
Is the clock tower even running, or is it just stopped?
You don't hear any mechanical parts or whatnot operating.
Okay, it's just broken then. That's why it's the wrong times. They're just broken. I want us to just start looking for a page.
Stig would like to just, he would like to have it so that they're all showing the correct time.
You would need to be on the outside face of the clock in order to do that. And you don't see any way to go on the outside except for climbing all the way down and then climbing up with the wall like Spider-Man from the bottom.
Well, that's very poor design.
Stig wishes he could do that. Oh, wait, he can. He will wait a little bit and switch to his climb path.
Okay, you go down, get your claws, and begin climbing the side of the clock tower.
It's going to be bugging me if I don't fix this.
Does Sig even know how to tell time?
I know how to tell time.
Yeah, he tells time all the time. He tells it to go away. He tells it to hurry up.
It's my stomach growls. It's time to eat. My eyes are droopy. It's time to sleep. All clocks have one pointing up and one pointing 90 degrees to the right.
Caradwin, Cosmo, what are you doing?
I'm kind of hanging out at the entrance, waiting for people to figure out what's going on up there. Uh, I didn't want to go all the way up just in case something happened and we're all in a tight corner.
Okay, you see Sig come out and begin to climb the wall on the outside.
Oh, Stig, are you doing something?
Yep.
Such as?
Oh, you want to know what I'm doing?
Yes. Yes.
I'm fixing the clock tower.
From the outside?
Yeah, the thing is that you can't do it from the inside, apparently.
That's poor design.
That's what Mason said. He climbs back, keeps climbing.
Do you need to know what time it is? Because I know what time it is, specifically.
No, I got it.
Alright,
Pause
good
it,
luck.
pause it, pauses. What time is it?
Uh, I will tell him the time.
It's about 8:30 in the morning.
Alright, yeah, I have the keen mind feat, so I'm pretty good at knowing what time it is. It's about 8:30.
Right. Stig puts a hand at the 8 and the 3.
No, 8:30, 3, put it at the 6.
Right. He puts both of them at the 6.
Well, first, Stig, give me a strength check to see if you can even move the arms.
Straight strength?
I would say athletics is push and pull. I would say I'll give you athletics. You cannot budge these arms. They seem to be locked in solid place.
Things seems to be jammed.
What kind of jam?
Well, Mason did say this thing might be broken.
Oh, I was hoping you would say strawberry.
Stay, give me. Well, Kazlan, you're up there. What are you doing? Okay, Kazlan, you can try to you give me a strength athletics check to try to move the hands. Gallenford and Mason and Sonia, you can give me another perception check. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Kazlan, you begin to pull, and your feet begin to slip, and now you are hanging, dangling there off one of the clock hands.
Coming. I will assist Kazlin.
How do you assist them?
I will, I'll just reach my hand out so he can swing back onto the wall.
Okay, give me a strength. This time it will be a strength check for you to hold on to Kazlin. All right. You luckily you are strong enough to grab onto Kazlin and pull him back onto the surface of the wall. Mason, Sonia, and Gallenford, as you watch the spectacle outside, you all notice something about the clock hands about the clock specifically. You don't believe they are meant to tell the time. You believe they are looking at the outside of the village and looking around. You think they're might be actually giving directions.
It's a compass? A big compass?
Are each of these hands pointing to a specific direction?
You pull out some parchment and paper and begin to draw the hands over each other, and they seem to be leading somewhere outside of the village into a singular spot.
Well, that's the best that I can think of. What do you think, Mason?
Might as well check it out.
Alrighty then, let's get going. We still have some cloud covering the sun daytime.
All right, you make your way out and are greeted with Caradwood at the door.
I think somebody should have explained to Stig what a minute hand and an hour hand are before he came out here.
You can come down,
Well,
Stig.
Well, a minute hand is a really small hand, and an hour hand is like our hand. It's like a group hand.
Okay.
Gallifrey will show Caradwin the directions we got from the clock faces. Looks like it's actually pointing to a location outside the village.
Mason's gonna start heading towards where the thing lies. The thing says.
Okay.
Yeah, Gallenford, if you're pretty confident, why don't we see what we can find?
Gallifrey will follow after Mason.
No, Gallenford, you lead. You've got the map.
I know, I'm trying to catch up. Mason started going while I was showing the map to Caradwin. Come on, let's go.
You all file out of the village behind the clock tower. Eventually, you make your way to a snow-covered field with rocks and trees.
We'll have to remember not to forget the cart back at the town. Standing in this area, is there anything in particular that lies where these directions are pointing?
You believe you're in the area.
So it's just this open space. Gallifrey's going to start trying to brush snow away to see if he spots anything underneath it that might be the key to what we're looking for.
Okay. You begin digging into the snow. What's everybody else doing?
Stig will be looking elsewhere, see if there's any signs. making if there's another word on a tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for clues or some sort of marker.
Okay. Mason and Sig, give me either perceptions or investigation checks. Looking around, you do find on some of the rocks some strange, and there's like marbles embedded in some of these rocks. Like they're clear and black. Galliford and Sonia eventually digging, you find what you feel beneath you what seems to be stone. Um, Clearing out the snow and whatnot, you eventually find what seems some sort of stone disc, like like a circular, yeah, a stone disc basically embedded into the ground.
Like a altar, like, or just on
You
this.
clearing, uh, you begin to clear the snow, and it seems to be some not like an altar, no, but there are markings on it. Mason, you try to pry out some of these marbles, and you are unable to.
I'm gonna try and sketch the markings we see on the stone disc to see if maybe it matches something we've seen, especially if it's been in a book we've looked through. So I'll immediately probably show that to Carradwin after I sketch it up.
Yeah, I'll take a look and see if it's recognizable in any way.
You can give me intelligence checks.
Just straight intelligence or arcana or.
Straight intelligence.
Okay.
Caradwin, you looking at the sketching and looking at the stones, you see that these are stars, but none of them seem to be matching up.
Matching to like actual constellations or just matching with what they're.
Like constellations. You see now on the stone disc, seems to be some rings that you can perhaps move. Think of it as the Skyrim door in the burrows, where you can move the rings around to match up what you need.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll let everybody know that. Well, they're stars, but they're not aligned to any constellations. At least not yet. But we can move this and maybe find whatever it's supposed to represent.
Is there a specific way we're supposed to put them? Do we have to line them up with the other constellations?
Are there other constellations around that we can see to try to align them with?
It's a gray, cloudy sky. You can't. You look up and you can't see anything.
There
I
might
could try
be.
Maybe
to.
maybe you should align it to these pebbles or marbles we're finding around.
Do we need to find the seventh symbol?
What? You can give me an intelligence check. Another one for whoever wishes to give me one.
Intelligence save or intelligence check?
Check.
Sorry. Darn.
Not so good on that one.
Damn.
Caradwin, Galliford, Sonia, you're looking at these stars and you're trying to come up with what perhaps the constellation is supposed to be, but you can't see it.
Maybe I need to fly up with Excalibur above the clouds and see if there's. Oh wait, it's not night.
And you would be flying way above the stratosphere to get over the clouds.
Do I even know the constellations on this plane?
Your 3 says otherwise.
Any thought?
Do those marbles we found in the trees seem to make any shape?
They you give me an intelligence check. You think that looking at the marbles and kind of looking over at the stone dais and the sketch Galliford made, it seems to be that these marbles can fit actually inside some of these slots on to the stone circle.
But we can't take the marbles out of the trees.
Correct. You believe that you might have to align the stars correctly to do whatever. They're not. The stars are not in the right position.
Can I just line the stars up all in a straight line? Look, it's a eclipse.
You can move the stone circles if you wish to try to align the stars up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do that.
Okay. Give me another intelligence check. As you begin to turn the stone circles, and you begin to see now that these are the constellations are for Tiamat and Bahamut, and you begin to align them all up. Once you do, a what seems to be a magical field dissipates around the area. Do you see the marbles begin to glow different colors, and they're in these stones around the old this dais. And there's two stones already in. One of them seems to be an amethyst, and the other one seems to be a pearl. One in Tiamat's constellation and one in Bahamut's constellation.
Okay, can I just go around and collect all the stones from the stones and just bring them over here?
Which one do you grab first?
We'll start straight north from me, the 12 o'clock, and just work our way around the clock.
Okay, you approach one, and it seems to be a marble filled with snow. It's cold to the touch. But when you pluck it out, though, out of the first one, I'll move you back. You all notice now that the protective field, perhaps that was keeping things at bay, the things begin to arise out of the ground. And they look menacing, and we are going to roll initiative. Stig, I don't see you in initiative.
There you go.
Alright. Kazlin, undead specters begin to rise up and are agitated and seem to be threatening. Okay. Uh, 14 is a hit. So I take the 18, right? Is your mic not working?
Check all your mutes.
Okay. So he fails the dex, so he takes the 12. So is that your turn? Uh, 19 hits. He's gonna take the 9, but you don't believe his poison affects these creatures. But it is still standing. Why are you rolling with advantage? Uh, 17 hits. Alright, this undead specter seems to be stronger than most. Stig!
Are these, have we fought these before?
These are the same specters you've been seeing throughout the forest.
Stig is trying to remember if his glaive works on them or not.
What's your glaive?
It's a silvered glaive, no magic.
You would know that specters like these are resistant to non-magical weapons.
Alright, Stig is just gonna rage, pull out his claws. And he's just gonna start tearing these guys to pieces.
Okay, make an attack roll.
$19.
Hits. I know they hit, even though. Yeah.
7 slashing. Second attack. For a 10?
A 10, unfortunately, will miss.
Alright, and then I get an additional attack with making claws for a 14.
A 14 will hit.
Doing 11.
It shrieks in agony as it dissipates.
And I will just look around. I'm going to just head to the nearest one.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Since you're closest, this one's going to come up to you, Stig, and try to... It reaches at you to try to drain your strength. 14.
A 14 will miss.
All right. This one. What was it? 60.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yay!
Go here because... All right. This wraith is going to go up to you, Caradwin, since you have more life, and is going to try to drain your life. For a 14.
I will attempt to cast shield.
All right. I need an intelligence saving throw.
I crit failed.
You try to cast the shield, but the infernal rune burns and consumes the spell.
Your AC goes down by 5.
Alright.
You take
And then
8 points of fire damage, but does a 14 hit?
It does, yeah. It's what my armor class is.
Okay. Even with mage armor?
That's with mage armor, it's a 14.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna take 8 damage?
You're gonna take 8 points of fire damage from the arcane rune, and you're gonna take 26 necrotic damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Minus 26. And then... Con save. Which I fail.
Okay, your hit point maximum is reduced by 26.
Okay.
And I should be more specific. So when you have to make your save to make the spell, it's 10 plus the spell level.
Okay. Seven is my max HP now.
And it's Morgan's turn.
Morgan will attempt to attack this thing that's attacking me.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have any spells he can use that are damaging. First with a beak.
I can't remember. Is his beak attack is not considered magical at this point, right?
I don't know.
Because he's not. You're not level 15 yet.
No, I'm not level 15 yet, so no, it wouldn't be.
Okay, so his beak goes through this incorporeal creature. No effect.
And then claws, because he's already locked into the multi-attack. But that's what he does, and then next turn he might try something different. Yes, 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 yes.
Sig, this wraith is going to come up to you and try to drain your life.
Okay.
19.
19 will hit.
17 necrotic, and I need a con save.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Damn. Your hit point max is reduced by 17.
Man, guys, I'm only at 132 health now.
Yeah, I'm only at 57.
Kazlan, this wraith is going to come up to you and try to attack you. For 24.
It.
You take 23 points of necrotic damage, and I need a con save. You succeed. Why are you rolling at advantage?
I have no idea why it keeps doing that. I'm literally doing nothing.
We'll re-roll at normal. Okay, you fail. So your hit point max is reduced by 23. Sig, this other wraith is going to come up to you. A crit.
My tattoo activates, so it's a regular.
Okay. So 10 points of necrotic, and I need another con save. All right, your hit point maximum is not reduced. Mason, the wraith right next to you is going to attack you for an 11.
Miss.
All right. Stig, you have a shadow coming up to you, going to try to strength drain you for a 13.
Miss.
Mason, you have a shadow coming up to you for a 23.
Hit.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1. Sonia, a wraith is going to come up to you for a 14. All right. Stig, you have another shadow on you for an 11.
Miss.
Sonia, you have a shadow on you for a 7. Mason.
I'll hit the shadow on the right.
This one. 12 is a hit.
If it's still up, I'll hit it again.
Okay. It's going to take the 5, but it's going to be immune to the necrotic. 10 will unfortunately miss. 12 is their AC.
Okay, that's it.
Gallenford, you have a shadow coming up to you for a 16.
Miss.
Mason, the shadow that you hit is going to retaliate for a 20.
Shield.
Okay. Sig, you have another shadow on you for a 14.
Miss.
Okay, I had the double move to get to you, Stig. Mason, you have another shadow for a 15.
Miss.
Okay, I had a double move. Caradwin. Connor.
Muted. Did this guy above me attack me, or did he double move?
He had a double move to get to you.
Okay. I do not have a lot of options here. How far do they have to be away from me for this? Within range. I don't think everybody's within range. Let's see. Nope. And just out of range. I'm gonna move around one. I could do it. I'm going to step into Morgan's space for a second.
Okay, you're going to provoke from the Wraith and from the Shadow.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll do that to try to get this off.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna kill me either way.
Here's the Wraith. A 24.
Ouch.
15 points of necrotic. I also need a con save.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't. And now a strength drain. A 16.
Okay, and then a 16. I will. I'll take the hit. I don't want to risk taking more damage right now.
Okay.
From the fire too. So I'll take the hit.
Okay. Oh. 9 points of necrotic, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay, I'm at a 6 strength. I am going to. I'm going to attempt to cast a 6th level spell.
Okay, so it'll be DC saving throw DC 16. All right.
I'm going to cast, and I hope everybody's willing. You can always attempt to resist, but I'm going to shift all of us around Stig. Right? I can do that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. 5 creatures anywhere within 120 feet.
So I'm going to shift all of us up here. I can get myself, Morgan, and the 3 of us around Stig. It can be up to 120 feet. I will get Gallenford, I think, next to one of this side here, since he's melee.
So you want Gallenford there.
I'll put Gallenford actually here, in the corner, so there's only one guy.
Okay.
Sonia, I will put. I would probably know this already. Is Sonia full caster, or is there some melee defense there? Sonia.
I think Sonia is also a melee person.
Mostly caster, but I can do both. I will put you, I think, really trying to get the lay of the land here. They would have to probably double move. Okay, I'm going to put Sonia next to, I think, in this corner next to Gallenford. And then Caslin, I'm going to move to the edge over here. Mason, would you rather be up front to the fight next to Gallenford?
I'm designed for frontline, yeah.
I will put Mason. I think I'll do adjacent to Gallenford in case there's anything that they can do there. And then myself and Morgan, I'm going to put behind this tree over here. So I'll be here and then Morgan next to me. Which I can move myself, I realize.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. And I'm going to move us here. To get us kind of out of the group of that. I hope this works for everybody. And if it doesn't, I'm very sorry.
Okay.
I'm a little upset I didn't get to do the teleporty thing.
If you were within range, I would have moved you out of there, and I would have the goal. If you were within range, I was hoping we could surround them, but you were not in range, and I didn't want to leave Mason on his own up there. So it was easier to pull everybody to you rather than pull some people to you.
That's fine. I'm good where I'm at.
All right, but that is my action, and I don't have a bonus action, so that's what I can do. I hope this is good.
Double move. Double move.
Part of the reason I put Sonia there is because I'm hoping that she can do a channel divinity thing. I don't know if that's what you were planning, Sonia, but...
Gallenford.
Well, I don't really like how this is looking. Sonya, I'm going to clear some and set it up for you to do some more damage. And Gallenford is going to go into his signature stance and Steel Wind strike a good few around us. These two fuckers, of course. 2 on Sonya. And this one right here. I'll start with him.
Okay, I'll do. So we'll do the 2 wraiths first. So you have to make an attack roll, right?
Yep, on each of them.
Okay. Hit.
Hold on. It's not. Oh. Wait, what's going on here?
I have no idea.
You rolled, for some reason, that rolled damage and not an attack roll.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
My thing is unclicked. One sec. I'm gonna do that again. Okay. Here it is again.
A 27 will hit. So
I love this spell.
So he
It's
takes
so
20.
good.
He takes 29, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's still alive.
Darn. Okay. Next one.
Uh, 19 will hit. Still standing.
No, I don't have that spell.
Oh, I'm supposed to pick. My.
You pick 5 creatures.
I
Oh, I did. Okay. So him next.
Okay.
This guy now.
Well, that's a crit fail. And that was the highest damage.
Damn. Last one. Okay, I was hoping to clear more than that. I'm sorry, Sonya. I hope you could do more.
Alright, Sonia.
I'm gonna cast Destructive Wave.
pulling out all the stops.
Wait, what's Destructive Wave? You strike the ground, creating a burst.
It just kills everything within 30 feet.
So are you choosing
All the enemies.
radiant or necrotic damage, right? You're choosing necrotic.
Radiant.
Okay.
No radiant.
Okay. So what creatures are you choosing? You're choosing your allies, right?
No, I'm choosing the other wraiths and
Okay.
the shadows and everything.
Okay. Okay. They are immune to being prone. So within 30 feet from you. Okay, for now, just for this, I am going to I'm going to put an aura on you so I know who's. Okay. So, oh wait, it just says 30 feet, right?
30-foot radius.
So, is that a circle or a square?
It's a circle.
Okay. I wanted. Wording can be specific sometimes. Okay, so he is out of your. Okay, I'm going to do all the race first, so.
Technically, I think by the wording, it just says within 30 feet. It doesn't say radius or diameter. So as long as they are within 30 feet.
The range self, 30-foot radius self.
Oh, the range there. Okay, never mind. Sorry. I was reading the description says within 30 feet. I didn't see the range.
Technically, if it says within 30 feet of you and you spun around in a circle, that... Yeah.
Okay. It's weird they put it in one spot and not the other. They should have put 30-foot radius on both description and range.
Okay. Yeah, wording is very, very important. Okay, Here's the race. So they must make a con save. Okay. 12. And what's the... Okay, 23 thunder and 16 necrotic. Okay. Alright. Here's the next one. Fail. That was 16. Yeah, 16 radiant and necrotic. Okay. Here are all the shadows. Success. He takes half. Half of 23 is 12. Oh.
11.
So
You round down.
Okay, 11. Is it? I already did round.
23.
Oh, okay, it's 11. And half of 16 is 8. So that's a total of 19.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm not even going to give these guys saves because no matter what, they're going to die. Whether they save or not.
I think we definitely know who the MVP was.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna well, I can't actually do it because I already did a spell, but I'm sending positive vibes to Caradwin's way. That's the end of my turn.
Was that a spell or oh, it was a spell.
It was
It's
a
a
spell,
spell.
so I can't do any healing.
Okay. Coslin.
I am going to move over here. And I'm going to draw my bow at this guy.
Uh, 25 is a hit. It's still alive.
And he knocks another arrow.
13 is his armor class. So that's a hit.
That's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay. Stig.
Stig is going to claw this one. And you know what? He's emboldened by what Sonya just did, so he's going to do it recklessly.
Okay.
23
That's a hit.
for 10.
It's still unalive.
Second attack. Same thing.
Hit.
For exactly the same thing. Bonus action attack this guy.
Jesus.
For the same thing.
Hit.
I assume he's still alive, so I'm going to action surge. $17
Hit.
for 10. I'm going up to this guy. I'm going to attack him again. 24
Hit.
for 9.
All right.
Oh, and my turn there.
Okay. This wraith is going to come up and attack you with advantage. For 24.
Yep.
13 necrotic, and I need a con save.
$14.
14 is the what you need.
Can't touch this.
Morrigan.
Morrigan shall do a thing. How far is Morrigan from Stig? 40 feet, which is pretty close to my fly speed. So Morgan's going to fly over and give the help action to Stig on his next attack.
Okay.
And that's Morgan's turn.
Sig, you have a wraith on you. Do I still have advantage, right?
You always have it. Yeah.
Okay,
These are all going to be at advantage.
I couldn't remember if it's just the next attack or not. So, okay.
No, I reckless, so I had I had advantage on every attack, and now you have advantage on every attack.
14.
Nope.
Fuck. 16. Has to double move to get to you, Stig. Okay. The shadow that you attacked is going to attack you back. With a 10.
No.
Mason.
I'll attack this, whatever's on the bottom left.
Alright, it's a shade. Or a shadow. A 11, unfortunately, a 20 will hit.
Okay, I'm done.
Morgan is going to get attacked by a shadow.
Oh no!
A crit fail.
Oh, thankfully that'll miss.
Morgan's gonna get attacked by another shadow.
All right.
A 21.
That will hit.
For 9 necrotic, and his strength score is reduced by 3.
Strength that is at a 7. His health is supposed to be at 44. I don't know why this says 28.
It's probably an old token. So I will update it.
Okay, and then that's 9 damage.
Yep, 9 necrotic. And his strength.
Perfect.
Yep. All right, Caradwin.
I am gonna do a thing again, and I'm gonna risk it. I'm going to cast. Let's see, what would that be? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get most of them. I am going to cast. I'm going to attempt to cast Scorching Ray at a 5th level.
Okay, DC 15 saving throw.
2, 3, 6. Yeah, I would have to cast it at that level. Okay. DC 15. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave it as fire damage. We'll keep it easy.
Okay, who are you targeting?
The 5 or the 6. Sorry, weak. Whatever these guys are.
Okay.
The shadows.
The shadows.
And I'll just go around, starting from this guy, this guy, this guy, and kind of go around that way.
Okay, make your attack roll against the first one.
17
Hit.
for only 4 damage.
It's still alive.
Next guy for 12.
12,
I'll miss.
12 is the AC. That's what you need.
Oh, perfect. For another 4.
Okay.
Third guy, 14
Hit.
for 5. That's an improvement.
Okay.
Next guy for 26 and 9. That's even better. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth guy for 14 for 8. And then the last guy for 18 for 5. Kind of trying to deal a little bit of damage to everybody.
All right. You got rid of one.
Hey, there we go.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Galliford.
Galliford's going to trigger the ability on his rapier as his movement speeds up. So as a bonus action, cast haste. And then I'm gonna start unloading on some of these creatures. Starting with this guy here.
Still alive.
Damn, was hoping he'd die.
Nope.
Crit failed. That was my third attack with the hasted attack, so
Okay.
that's my turn.
Sonia.
Sonia's gonna cast Turn Undead. Channel Divinity.
Okay. What's the range on that?
30 feet. Which they're all in.
Yep. Okay. What? Oh, if it's a rating of 2 or below, it's dead.
Oh. Let's see.
Right?
I think so, yeah. Let's see. Beginning at 6, you can use your. Yep, that's right.
Okay, so I need 3. All the shadows are gone. And I'll give you your. What's the saving throw? Wisdoms.
DC 17.
Fail. Succeed. Succeed.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast what's an action? I'm just gonna cast Healing Word at 3rd level for Carradwood.
Okay.
I'll stay where I'm at. That's the end of my turn.
Thank you
Coslin.
very much.
Oh boy. Haslin's gonna draw his bow and aim at that guy.
Okay. Hit. Alright. It's still standing.
And again. Oh my god.
It's still alive. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Stig!
Yep, he's just gonna hit this guy as many times as he can.
Okay.
Which one does he have? Morgan was providing the help actions for one of them.
It gives you advantage for 1 attack roll.
Yeah, on that guy. Okay. Then I will start with him.
Okay.
$21, we know that hits.
Yep. Still alive.
20, we know that.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is. If
Right,
he's
third
on,
attack.
if he's on the map, he's still alive.
17
Hit.
for a 9.
Still there.
Alright.
Right. It's going to retaliate and try to attack you back.
Alright. My tattoo activates, making it a normal hit.
How many times can you do that?
3 times.
Okay.
3 times a day.
So 29 necrotic, and I need a con save. Okay. Morrigan.
Let's see. Morrigan took a hit and is going to. Morgan will stay here and then keep providing the help action against this guy.
Okay.
And that'll be their turn.
This wraith has to run away. Stig, it provokes.
No.
Okay, it's 50 feet off the map. Stig, the wraith right next to you is going to attack you for a 13.
That'll miss.
Okay, Mason.
We'll attack the thing right there on the left.
Hit. Okay. A 12, unfortunately, is not going to penetrate. It has a 13 AC.
Yep, that's it.
Carriage win.
I'm just gonna throw a cantrip at this guy
Okay,
to the opposite.
I need a DC 20. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
No, not for cantrips.
I'll cast a ray of frost at him
Okay.
for 8 cold on that guy, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Gallenford.
Going to stab this guy 3 times. And let me pump a defensive flourish attack into that. And if he's still... Oh, he's not standing?
Nope.
Last 2 on this guy.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Sonia.
I'm just gonna cast a Sacred Flame at the remaining wraith.
Okay. It's still there.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Kazlin.
Coslin is going to take aim with his bow at the last wraith right there. Oh yeah.
It's still standing. Alright. You finish off the last wraith that's still there. The other one is getting as far away from the party as possible. You all take a breather. Caradwin, you are badly injured. The wraith that flees does not seem to be returning. But you do believe that, given enough time, there will be more undead approaching you.
We should probably speed up setting those stones in place before more arrive. Well, I'm still moving really quick. If you want to guide me, Mason, I'll assist you.
Let's do this!
There's one on each one of those rocks. Just bring them to the center and we'll see where they fit.
Alright, given enough time, you have in your hands a diamond, a ruby, an emerald, a sapphire, and a topaz. You have 5 gemstones, and the other one, these are more like marbles, and they each seem to have some sort of element to them. One of them has like it's made out of snow, like a blizzard is blowing in it. One is made out of lava or magma. You have a tornado going in one. One of them is like crackling earth, like an earthquake. And the other one is like a hurricane. with lightning and such. So you have 10 different objects, 5 gemstones and 5 elements, 5 storms, natural disasters, essentially.
Can I put all the storm ones onto Tiamat and all the earth-based ones on Bahamut? I think that's them.
Sounds about right.
Eventually, you find each one that goes into each slot, following that order. Which, yes, you are correct. Bahamut and Tiamat, and the door begins to open. This massive stone door, and you see stone steps descending down into the earth, into what you believe to be this ancient wizard's vault. And with that, we will end the session there.